think my camera stopped. I think I'm good now. I'll read that line again because I'm sure you'd want to hear it. "Look at him," said Martin. "He's even got underwear." He held Edward aloft so that Amos could see. "Take it off!" shouted Amos. "No!" screamed Abilene. Martin removed Edward's underwear. Edward was paying attention now. He was mortified. He was completely naked, except for the hat on his head, and the other passengers on board the ship were looking at him, directing curious and embarrassed glances his way. So go back to that word mortified. How do you think Edward is feeling? I'll bet if Bronx, Carson, or any of you listen to the word mortified, I'll bet you understand that mortified means embarrassed. Yes, he's feeling quite embarrassed because he's naked on the ship. And these two boys have taken all of his clothes off. He must be feeling very embarrassed in front of everyone. "Give him to me," screamed Abilene. "He's mine." "No," said Amos to Martin. "Give him to me." He clapped his hands together and then held them open. "Toss him," he said. "Please," cried Abilene. "Don't throw him. He's made of china. He'll break." Martin threw Edward, and Edward sailed naked through the air. Only a moment ago, the rabbit had thought that being naked in front of a shipload of strangers was the worst thing that could happen to him. But he was wrong. It was much worse being tossed in the same naked state from the hands of one grubby, laughing boy to another. Amos caught Edward and held him up, displaying him triumphantly. "Throw him back," called Martin. Amos raised his arm, but just as he was getting ready to throw Edward, Abilene tackled him, shoving her hand into his stomach and upsetting the boy's aim. So it was that Edward did not go flying back into the dirty hands of Martin. Instead, Edward Tulane went overboard. So think, where is Edward now? Yes, overboard means that he was thrown off the ship and he's sailing through the air into the ocean. And think about how Abilene might be feeling at this point to see her beloved Edward fly through the air and land with a splash, I'm sure, into the ocean. And I have one picture. This starts chapter 6. So you see, this was the straw hat that Edward was wearing, and you can see it flying through the air. So this is where the story starts to take a turn as we go from Edward being happy with Abilene to now being thrown overboard into the ocean by those two nasty little boys on the ship. So chapter 6, we'll start with Edward in the ocean, and we will read that next time we meet. So we'll do one more goodbye from my little partner in reading, and the foot you saw up there was Kira, because she thinks she's funny, and there she is. So here's Kane. Say goodbye. Say goodbye, Kane. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Over here. Look over here. Oh. say goodbye. Oh. Well, he seems to be more interested in the cookie that Kira's eating. So I will see you next time. Bye.